With all the ulti-res pen from Welt, ladies and gentlemen, Evanescia with a nuclear bomb. Oh my god. Hello, internet. Now, call me Mr. Unoriginal, but it's just too funny to see, man. Welt, Yang. This guy genuinely works with anyone, and anyone includes our favorite buddy lady, Evanescia. Before we start, everything here from the creators of our server, and yeah, that would be the idea for today, using Welt with Evanescia. And there are a few reasons for this. First of all, with Welt, right? We've had him at E4, which I think a lot of people have pulled multiple with Welt. And you get that all-time rest pen, which applies to Evanescia. Not to mention, since you have the weightless and now Welt's buff, you have the massive defense reduction compared to using like someone like a Huohu they would usually do for Evanescia. With Welt, instead, you have him as sustain, which is actually really good. You have more damage output for Evanescia, which you're gonna see later. The damage output is actually improved upon, and it's kind of a reason why you would prefer Welt, I would say. And secondly, here's the deal. Against this specific boss at least, which will be online the moment Evanescia's online, I think, Welt is so good, like unfairly good. I would say against certain weeks, Welt would just automatically be goated. But in any case, though, an overview of the stat and builds and everything, we got a like code, it's around. We're running the usual set, and then the Eidolons we always have easier for all the limited stuff, but you know, with Welt, I think a lot of people have multiple Eidolons up, and his worth is honestly just with the build anyway. Here are the stats if you're wondering. It's really fast, it's on a win, pure support set. Not easy to get him this fast, but you don't even need him this fast. I'll show you what I mean. Well, let's just go in. Welt with the newest Elation Queen. Just real quick before we actually go in, hey, I know you hate losing 50-50 again for the 600th time, and with all the new characters coming in, if you're running low on pulls and you're looking for the best top-up prices, I got a good deal for you. Enjoy GM. This is a website that provides UID direct top-up for in-game currencies at awesome prices, especially for popular gacha titles like Honkai Star Rail. The best part is how easy it is to set it up. Just head to the site with my link in the description, create an account if you don't have one yet, choose whichever game and whichever bundle you'd like to purchase, enter UID and server, there are no login required, apply that juicy coupon and complete the payment, and you'll see your purchase in game. Zero hassle, massive money saved. Just by using my link and registering, you can get a huge 20% coupon off of your first purchase, and yeah, it's just free value. After that, not only will you unlock the exclusive member prize, you'll also get an 8% site-wide coupon in your next purchases too, as an exclusive perk for you if you top up on the regular on this site. It's again just free value. If you use all the coupons, the $100 pack might just come down to the $80+ range, which is crazy, though this might vary depending on region. Enjoy GM is PCI DSS certified, which ensures all transactions are secure. Tons of users have already tried it too with positive reviews on Trustpilot, and I myself have had no issues personally with using this site, so it's a really valuable service that I myself find trustworthy. If you want the best prices too, check them out with my link in the description. You'll help me out a ton as well, so I'd appreciate that. And let's start us off with an Evanescia technique here. Just the coolest technique, man. All those freaking blades. Alright, now then, to start us off, we know how it goes with Welt. You just start with clicking whatever that glows where is whatever is like the biggest size that's clickable, I guess. We push him back there, right? Now, first of all, Welt already has a synergy where, based on his buff's effect, the more you attack the enemy, the more they get pushed back after the weightless is applied. So if I get an aha instant with Yaoguang here, every time I attack the ventilation skill, it's a pushback. So that's one of the first things we're gonna show you right now. So if Yaoguang's ultimate online, that's gonna activate all our relation skills, and every single one of them is gonna push the enemies back further and further. Yep, look at that. They're just further and further back, which, you know, it gets capped. It limits to like, I think, a couple of instances of that happening. You can't just like push it back unlimited times, but it's enough to really set up this like no sustain one where I guess sustain Welt run. Not to mention, man, they have the weightless dude. The defense decrease is huge. The all-time rest decrease is also huge for Evanescia. That applies for Evanescia too, right? Now Evanescia MC, all you gotta do is do this. And now we have Welt again. He's gonna be zooming because of the crazy speed and wind set. We're gonna use one eject this energy out, as you have already known from before. His energy is insane. It regens in no time. I'm going to have to get attacked here. It's not a choice, but I will activate this right here, right now. That should get me to nearly triggering Master Fox. I don't want to max out my energy, so I'm gonna use this right here. I did get attacked once. I'm not sure if I can stop that because we're talking about this stupid Stingray. I really hate this Stingray, man. Like, it just pushed itself ahead. It's so annoying. And yeah, look at that damage. 2.5 million there. Like, god, dude. That's because of the reduced like defense, a ridiculous amount of reduced type res as well. So the damage output you have is just ridiculous. Look at it. This was kind of a misplay here. I should have maybe queued her ult in so I don't take this turn and I keep her Survive Anger. I could have done that, but well, it's too late to complain now, so I guess I'll do this. Hold on, let me think. Let's calm down real quick. Are we doing this wrong? I think we're doing it right. Let's just use our skill. This will probably kill you, and we're gonna come into this boss fight here. Unfortunately, we don't have the ultimate, so it's not really beautiful. awful. This is not as good as I thought. It is what it is, though. We'll continue. Ideally, I have the ult from Welt. Let me guess. You have like 119. Okay. Yeah, 118. If he had his ult here, I could have pushed him back before he gets a push in like this. Oh my god, this is so non-optimal, but whatever, man. It is what it is. We're still gonna win this with sustained Welt, though. It's not gonna change. Let's check this damage out. Bam. It's only 1 million. We don't have the weightless buff yet, but now the sad part is we're out of the certified bagger. The first one's already done. That is a weakness of Evanescia. If you mess up like the timing of the turns and she takes the turn, you lose out on a lot of potential damage, and this boss specifically pushes your ally up. It's not exactly ideal, right? It is what it is, as I'll say. So I'll just use a skill here and finally get the weightless debuff online. Now that the debuff's online and the boss is like not gonna take a turn, essentially, all these little bugs, they won't take a turn. It's so good for a team like this, right? We're just gonna have to like slowly rack up our certified baggers again and then nuke it all with Evanescia. Since I just landed a weightless buff, every time we trigger any attacks with like the elation skill with AHA instant, we'll push them back as well on top of just doing a bunch of damage anyway. So yeah, it's just perfect, dude. Now then, we'll trigger this elation skill. That will almost trigger our Master Fox. In fact, it does 700k down already. The boss is about to take the turn. I'm not sure if I want to do anything to stop it. Can I even stop it? I think I'm gonna go for the gusto here. Let's just queue in the ultimate. I would prefer more survive bagger, but the fact that I have the weightless debuff on, I think we can just do a bunch of damage here. I think we can break everything. Bam. Not quite, but we're close. And you actually did just kill someone. What the crud, dude? It's a non-optimal showcase, unfortunately, but well, when was I known to be optimal? I'm known to be dumb. We're still gonna win though. We're crunching on freaking Castros, but what do you feel about that? Well, if you had 2 more energy, this would not have happened. I like to blame the characters that has no way to decide what they do rather than myself. All right, so I have to hit you. I don't have a choice. You're gonna wake up, thank God you didn't hit my Trailblazer. All right, we're safe, kind of. I think that's the final regret for them, the fact that it didn't kill me there. We're gonna use a skill here that will probably start killing a bug, and they'll start exploding. Every time they explode, we actually regen energy because, well, that's how the game works. And all the time we regen energy, we also get certified bagger as well, which is actually awesome for Evanescia. So she actually has a really good upper hand against like multiple enemies too, if you get to kill them, that is. All right, now to continue on with Mr. Welt Yang. Let's just push him back now. We're gonna have fun now. He almost dominated us. It's time to like bully him. Let's start with pushing him back so far that he sees Stone Age. Oh my god, the MOC now, which is insane there. All right, now it's gonna be all about, yo, check this out. Because we pushed the boss so far back, Eva's gonna take a turn here. We're gonna just max out Evanescia. Oh, crud. Why did she die? Oh, yo, darn it. We're still gonna win. It's just really ugly. I'm not gonna lie, I've already recorded a showcase like before this as well, like for another video. I also lost someone. Somehow I'm just losing a lot of characters, man. Says the guy running a no-heal team. It's Welt. This is like Thanos, but Korean. The fact that he's not Korean at all, but he just has that Korean oppa vibe to him, you know. Look at him. He's just like a K-pop star, man. All right, now we have the maximum amount of gosh darn certified baggers that I can handle, I think. So we're just gonna use our skill, and here we go. Weightless in full blast with all the ulti-res pen from Welt. Ladies and gentlemen, Evanescia with a nuclear bomb. Oh my god. That was a lot of damage, dude. Can I please get enough energy? I swear to god. Oh, we're not gonna get enough. Are you kidding me? Oh, 2% of the weight. Oh my. Let me guess. 278. Are you kidding me? Why do I always guess 1 energy too much? I deliberately guessed 238 here. You're gonna tell me 237 now? And what's even worse is it's not even 99% anymore. It's 98% on Master Fox. I would wonder if this went 100. Is 98 the new 99%? Is that just what it is? I don't think I can do anything, right? Like, I have to spend 1 more gosh darn turn instead. Oh my gosh, dude. Well, that was a really ugly clear, man. It did still work out, though. I'm sure you understand like the idea behind what I'm doing here. I should have won that, right? If I planned the first way better and then, well, had it all going into the second phase, I'd definitely win that. Or, you know, if at least one of the times I needed the energy to hit the threshold, it just have like 2 energy short or 1 energy short. If we have 1 less times of those, we could have probably won this a lot cleaner. But yeah, that's the team. Well, still works with this surprisingly well too, and you're gonna see a big jump in damage output from Evanescia if you have someone like Welt. Yes, you're exchanging like, you know, safety, while Ho-Ho gives you more like certified bagger, but Ho-Ho doesn't give you some crazy amounts of like damage amplification like Welt would do. So it's actually a valid team that I would say performs better than the Ho-Ho team in terms of just sheer damage output. It's definitely a lot riskier though, but there's definitely ways to like play around it. I think this is way funner to try during certain weeks that you could, if you like Welt, that is, which who doesn't like Welt, and putting him hand in hand with like Evanescia, it's a pretty cool experience, I won't lie. And yep, ladies and gentlemen, that'll be all for this showcase. Not exactly the cleanest one. I've been having a dumpster fire of showcases recently. I just keep losing characters, but hey, that just shows you the raw side of things. You don't just get perfect clears all the time, man. I'll be figuring out a lot more fun stuff. I have no idea what else, but yeah, I'll figure them out, dude. So stay tuned for that. I appreciate y'all watching the channel. That'll be all. Take care.